He had been soaked in a cesspit for 3 days and 3 nights, his body already covered with blood-sucking leeches. The Soviet officers thought this would be enough to break his will, but they didn't know he was the embodiment of death, Rambo. At the end of the previous story, Rambo, after suffering unfair treatment in a small town, was forced to fight the entire police system alone. Under the colonel's persuasion, Rambo finally surrendered, and he was sentenced to 5 years in prison. But a few months later, the colonel came to Rambo again and gave him another chance. If he completed the mission, he could receive a pardon. The colonel was the only person he trusted, and Rambo agreed immediately. After that, Rambo was taken from the labor camp to a secret U.S. military base in Thailand. The officer in charge there was a man named Murdoch, personally appointed by the president in Washington to oversee the mission. In the past few years, nearly 20 million U.S. soldiers had gone missing in the war, and Vietnam was the worst affected. Rambo's mission was to infiltrate the Vietnamese POW camp area. He only needed to take photos to confirm whether American POWs really existed. Although Rambo had doubts, he still agreed. The military provided him with a full set of advanced equipment, but in Rambo's eyes, the mind was the best weapon. Soon, Rambo boarded the helicopter to depart, and before leaving, he said this sentence to the colonel.
"You're the only one I trust."
The colonel looked at the photos of the POW camp and seemed thoughtful. Obviously, he knew something. Soon, the aircraft arrived over Vietnam, and just as Rambo was preparing to descend, an accident occurred. Affected by air turbulence, Rambo's backpack got caught on the aircraft, and he couldn't break free. No matter how his teammates tried, they couldn't unfasten the buckle. If this continued, Rambo would definitely be strangled to death. At the critical moment, Rambo took out his knife, cut the backpack loose, then leaped and jumped off the aircraft. After hearing the news, Murdoch believed that falling from 10,000 meters would kill even a god, so he decided to stop the mission to avoid further trouble. But the colonel firmly believed Rambo was still alive. He knew Rambo. Hell to him was just like going home. Murdoch didn't care about any of this. Whether Rambo lived or died, they would evacuate in 36 hours. Fortunately, Rambo opened his reserve parachute, and with the tree branches cushioning the fall, he survived. But the backpack containing weapons and communication devices was nowhere to be found. At this moment, all he had left was a personal combat knife with a compass hidden in its handle. Guided by the compass, Rambo arrived at the designated meeting place. But to his surprise, the contact turned out to be a woman. After exchanging password phrases, they confirmed each other's identity. Then Ko Bao took him to the bandits' territory. She explained that only by borrowing the bandits' identity would they avoid suspicion and could use their equipment and boats to enter the camp region. Ko Bao handed the bandits a stack of cash and then boarded their boat.